You know, there are these hidden languages all around us. They're not made of words, but of colors and symbols, and they're all designed to do one crucial thing: keep us safe. Today, we're going to decode one of the most amazing of these languages, and you'll see just how much it can say without speaking a single word.
So, picture this, a gigantic industrial plant. I'm talking a sprawling city of pipes, tanks, and machinery. It's a place where one tiny mistake, like turning the wrong valve, could lead to absolute disaster. So how on earth do you manage that kind of risk?
Well, the answer is actually really elegant. You give everyone a universal language, a system so simple that it cuts across different languages, different jobs, different levels of experience. It's a visual code where just one look tells you everything you need to know to stay out of trouble. And here it is. This is where that language comes from. What you're looking at is an official safety standard from Saudi Aramco. Now, I know, it might look like just another boring technical manual, but trust me, it's not. This is basically the alphabet for a whole visual language of safety.
All right, let's start breaking this code. We'll begin with the most basic, most important building blocks, the primary colors. These are the ones that send the messages that absolutely everyone needs to get, like, right now.
First up, you guessed it, red. Just like a stoplight, its meaning hits you instantly. In this world, red basically screams stop or fire. There is no mistaking it.
And the standard is super clear about this. Red is only for fire protection stuff and for emergency stops. You're going to see it on fire hydrants, water pumps, and of course, on those big, tempting, do not push emergency stop buttons. Bottom line, if you see red, something is either on fire or needs to be stopped immediately. Simple as that. So, what's the opposite of red? Green, of course. If red means danger, then green means help is right here. It's the color of safety, of relief.
Think of green as a big friendly sign pointing you to safety. It shows you where the first aid kits are, where the emergency showers are, and where you can grab a breathing apparatus if you need one. When every second counts, you just have to look for the green.
Okay, on to our third primary color, yellow. Now this one's a little different. It's not about immediate danger like red or immediate safety like green. Yellow is more of a hey, watch your step. It's a warning to just pay attention.
Yellow is all about flagging physical hazards. You know, things you might trip over or bump your head on. It's also used for things like cranes and other lifting gear. And if you see yellow with black stripes, that's the next level. It's like a bumblebee, a warning from nature telling you to be extra careful. It really grabs your attention.
Okay, so we've got red, green, and yellow down. Those are the basics, but the language gets a lot more specific. Now we're getting into the secondary colors, which are for more specialized but still critical situations.
Our first secondary color is orange. Think of orange as a specific kind of alert. It's often for stuff that you really shouldn't be messing with unless you know exactly what you're doing, especially when it comes to maintenance.
And this is where the code gets really precise. Orange is painted on valves for pressure relief systems, valves you definitely don't want to turn by accident. It's also for valves that are literally sealed shut. And, fun fact, it's also the standard color for things like life vests and escape capsules out at sea. It's a very targeted, pay close attention kind of signal.
And now for a color with maybe the simplest, but also one of the most important jobs in the whole system. Blue. It has one and only one job to do.
That's it. Blue means this water is safe to drink. In this massive, complex world of pipes carrying every chemical imaginable, if you see a blue pipe, you know you can drink from it. That simple line of blue is an absolutely vital piece of information.
Okay, but what happens when you've got, say, a dozen different kinds of fuel? A single color just isn't going to cut it. This is where the language evolves. It develops a kind of grammar, using combinations of colors to get incredibly specific. So here's the genius of it. The system uses a wide band of color to show the general family of a product, and then a thinner stripe to show exactly what it is. For example, a wide orange band means gasoline. But add a white stripe, and it's premium. Add a blue stripe, and it's super premium. See how that works?
Let's see this in action. You walk up to a pipe and see a wide orange band with a thin white stripe. Boom. You instantly know that's premium unleaded gasoline. No reading, no manuals, just, you know.
Okay, what about this one? Gray band, aluminum stripe. Totally different thing. That's not fuel for your car. That's stabilized sweet crude oil. You can see how fast this communicates really complex information.
Or how about this? An oxide red band with a white stripe. Nope, not gasoline, not crude oil. That's white diesel oil. Every single combination has a very precise meaning.
And one last one for you, a black band with an aluminum stripe. Now you're dealing with Jet A1 fuel. I mean, from the pump at the gas station to the fuel line of a jetliner, these simple color combos prevent huge mix-ups every single day.
So, we've decoded the colors, the stripes, the whole shebang. But let's zoom out for a second. Why? Why go to all this trouble to create such a detailed visual dictionary?
The answer is right there, in the first section of the document itself. The whole point is to identify potential hazards and alleviate fire and safety concerns. Every color, every stripe is basically a silent guardian. It's all part of a system designed to make absolutely sure that everyone gets to go home safe.
This language of color keeps people safe in some of the most complex industrial environments on Earth. And it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Now that you know what to look for, what other hidden safety languages are you going to start noticing all around you? On the street, in a hospital, maybe even in your own kitchen.
If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, How to Do It. Search for us at How to Do 5 for even more interesting content.